Are we there? Here we are.
Welcome back to FPL. Take the hit. You're here with Mick and Jov. We are back. Let me get this camera sorted a little bit. Oh, not that part.
We're definitely at Stamford Bridge. There was no white background there.
A little bit. All right, we're back.
New time, Mick.
New time, yeah. So we've had a bit of technical difficulties in the evening's time, mainly that my son was waking up to us screaming and yelling about FPL.
I get excited. Getting
a bit buzzed, get a bit buzzed. So we've changed it up. We're gonna do like an afternoon stream, Australian time. We haven't landed on a set time yet. We're gonna really leave it to you guys to decide. We've got this nice little block in the afternoon where we can stream. So whatever works for our audience, for our fans. So we're here for you.
We'll just give it the people what they want.
Exactly right.
But what a game week 6, Mick.
Wow.
And we're gonna talk a little bit about UEFA Champions League as well. Not too much because obviously we love doing FPL, and I've got my UCL videos as well. But it's obviously something that especially this season, I guess, what are you doing? Obviously, with there's a lot of teams obviously in the Premier League, in the bloody Champions League, which is normal. But we witnessed City win 3-0. We witnessed United belt Leipzig, and Leipzig's on top in Germany, man, ahead of Bayern Munich 5-0.
There you go.
And obviously Chelsea 4-0. Like there's been some, and obviously Liverpool 2-0. So did any English teams? I didn't think that anyone conceded a goal. That's pretty crazy as well.
I don't know their defenders too. Somebody happy about that.
Yeah. Oh, true.
Yeah, but UCL is always a nice little window of what's coming really for the next game week. So as much as I'm not a big fan of UCL, I still play the fantasy game and I still keep an eye on it, especially minutes wise, especially form wise of what these players are doing, because it's going to have a direct impact on your FPL team in the end.
Oh, that's it, man. Look, the reason I wanted to bring it up as well was because Fernandes was benched, Rashford was benched, Salah was benched, Mane was benched. Like all of these players they've literally got their rotation game in this game. Like it's actually insane how many players got benched. I wasn't expecting this. I'll tell you what, for anyone that plays the Champions League game, there's a limitless chip which you can put in like unlimited funded players and stuff. He used it.
Guilty.
And it's just crazy. Like some of those players, you would have had them. And who would have thought there's rotation now? But this is a different season. It's a different beast of a season, isn't it? So
Pulisic didn't start either.
No, Pulisic as well. There you go.
Werner got 90 minutes.
Yeah, Ziyech got his first start, I guess. Yeah.
First goal too for Chelsea.
Oh,
which was
first
really
goal.
nice to see that. But there you go. Oh, Chile got taken off at 80 minutes, Marcus.
Just
very
in
nice.
case.
Very nice.
Okay.
I like that.
I'm sure Lamps will be loving having 5 subs in the Champions League as well. So he can obviously.
Well, he's got the bench to do it, doesn't he?
Yeah, exactly right. So so anyone that played the Champions League as well. I won't go into it too much. I'm obviously going to be doing another video about them. Weekly at the moment, but that's how it is. There's games on weekly. It's crazy. Like even midweek next week is another one. So
I got to put this in there. Okay, my only little caveat to UCL fantasy. I think I've told you this before. Is I like to have a break in between in between game weeks. Yeah, I like to play my FPL game week. Have some fun. Go some highs, get some lows, and then take some time off. Yeah, but UCL, you don't get that with UCL.
I know.
You don't even get a day off. It's just straight bang from the Tuesday game to the Wednesday game.
What it does is it teaches you to switch off. Though it just breathes me. What's the thing is it teaches you to switch off because tomorrow morning. So I'm a Roma fan, and Roma plays in the Europa League tomorrow. So I've got another game to watch there. And then all of a sudden on Saturday morning, this is Australian time by the way. Saturday morning. There's early Friday deadline in Australia, kickoff times in the Premier League again.
So there's this shit again.
Yeah, so there's an early. So I think it's Saturday morning for us, so it must be Friday night for everyone else in the world. So all of a sudden, there's another game to watch on the Saturday morning. So it's just one of those things where the Wolves game.
Wolves game. Okay.
Yeah, so it's just one of those things where you got to learn to just switch off, or even just watch a little bit and then kind of switch off because it is tricky. There's football just coming at it. It's like, hey, do you want it? Because we're going to give it to you.
We can't complain though. We enjoy it.
We're having fun.
Why don't we have a look at game week 6, Joe?
Let's do it.
Should we do it? Should I chuck your team on the screen there?
Or is this my team?
I believe it might be.
I like it.
Bring it up. See, up skis. There it is.
Nice.
There's your beautiful. What'd you get? Let's have a look. 48 pointers. Any
48,
hits there? Any hits? No hits.
No hits. That's like the first time all season. No hits.
Joe. Well done.
I didn't even realize I got that score. So that's what I'm saying. I've switched off this season as well. As soon as this game week ended, I was like straight into the Champions League. So I was like, yeah, I don't really care what I got because it's next week. And look, 48. What do you do? I mean, it wasn't too bad. It was a pretty low scoring week. Obviously, Sonny Boy, who I probably should have captained. I don't know how I'm just dodging this guy captaining him. Obviously put it on Salah, who probably was he was still
Let's
the
see.
wrong.
Let's see how many times you should have captained him, Joff.
Far out.
Maybe we should have captained him. Let's see. In Game Week 4, in Game Week 5, and Game Week 6.
I've only had him for the 13 and 11 and the 2 at the top. But obviously Ingsy as well, man. 2 assists. Doesn't even need to score anymore, man. And he's still doing the business.
But we all know Danny is clinical. So.
Oh, he is. He's the most clinical player in the Premier League. I don't know about that. Maybe Harry Kane is the most clinical, to be honest. But he only could find himself an assist. So, yeah.
So you went for Kane in the end?
Yeah, brought Kane, actually. Brought Kane.
Jimenez, who I believe got 8 points?
Oh, something like that. I think he actually got 9.
Ooh.
But or was it 8? I don't really remember. But at the end of the day, hey, it is what it is. And it was a long-term move. I'm happy that I got Kane in my team, at least for the next 2 game weeks anyway. They've got some really nice fixtures. I'm probably going to captain him this week as well, but we'll see how we go.
Interesting.
What about yourself? How did you
Interesting. Let's bring up my team. It's an easy one. Let's click on pointers. I got 43 pointers in there. So, yeah, another subpar week for me. But it's all building to a point. I held a transfer last week, went in with this team, went in with my double Liverpool defense, which is just – I seem to always go double Liverpool defense when it's just the worst possible time in the world to do that.
And then Fabinho goes against you.
I'm not sure how long I'm going to be keeping good old Trent and Robbo for. But for the time being, I really can't make any moves for them. We'll talk about our transfers a bit later on and what we did. But Antonio just, scored a great goal.
What a goal.
He may have left my team, unfortunately. But, other than that, I had a bit of a disappointing midfield week. Chilwell got the clean sheet. Nothing from the midfield, though, which is pretty annoying. And Salah getting... nothing. Obviously, getting that disallowed goal, which is a bit disappointing as well.
And there was a Trent assist, by the way, which I had them both too. Don't worry.
Yeah. So nothing really to see here. It was a subpar week for most.
You got 43.
43. Yeah. So we're all looking forward now. Looking forward.
I was gonna say, has Mendy considered a goal for Chelsea yet?
I think he has.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with our defense.
Crazy.
How our defense is shaping up at the moment. It's looking pretty amazing. But
stuff at the bottom.
Yeah, I hope all you guys went really well in game week 6. But yeah, that's the thing. It is a low scoring week. If you did hit one of your captain's choices, like if you hit Son, obviously captain choice, you laugh.
Yeah, you would have had a good
You're
week.
very happy about that. But most of the main captaincy options, it was Kane and Salah basically. So either one of them didn't really do too much. So not too phased when it comes to that, but we look forward, John.
That's it. We move forward. I want to bring up a fun fact there. Here's a fun fact.
Fun facts.
All right, so of the highest ranked dead teams in the top 10,000 after game week 6. So, but I don't know if you guys know what a dead team is. A dead team is someone that basically, they haven't changed their team since game week 1. So it's like they're not playing anymore.
Ghost team.
Ghost teams, whatever. So anyway, current ranks that are not playing, ghost teams, whatever you want to call it. 42nd in the world, 53rd in the world, 67th, 83rd, and 124th. Wow. So 5 of the top 124 players in the world are not playing the game. Like, that's some. I just want to put it out there. It just shows what kind of season it is. Like I guarantee, if I just had to put my team in from game week 1 and left it, I'd be killing it. I didn't even want to do it. But
don't do it. Then look at it.
Look at that. Do you know what I mean, though?
Yeah.
Because you think about it, obviously there was no Fernandes, no City and no United. And Fernandes is probably the only player of City and United that has actually done well. So if you stopped playing, then you dodged making moves and taking hits like the rest of us.
It's been one of these weeks though.
Delete my team. Delete my team.
Bit of a delete my team week, isn't it? There's been a lot of people out there crying or whatever, but it's all right. It's FPL, it's what it's all about.
We have fun, man. We're having
you
fun.
Embrace the greens and take the reds and all the rest of that business. But we continue. We always continue.
The show goes on.
We do, and we have fun. You have fun.
That's what it's all about, man. Why do we play this game? Do we play this game to take it super serious? Oh man, I've got a red arrow. But at the end of the day, we have fun. We're like, hey, I got a red, but I took a hit and I tried. I had a crack.
That's all you can do.
It's all about having fun.
That's all you can do.
That was the one thing that we used to give each other. He used to give me a hard time. I remember that. And I think that made me take it too seriously until I just kept whooping his ass. And then I was kind of like, all right, just chill out a little bit. But you know what I mean? Like, it was something that I think that's why a lot of people take it seriously, because of like criticism from others.
Rivalry.
Rivalry, yeah. But it's just,
getting those ranks,
Yeah.
Like people at the moment, just stop looking at your rank. Like, I mean, I'm ranked 2.5 million. It doesn't.
Are you 2.5? I don't even look at
I don't look at it, but it's the only reason I looked at it was because people asked me, "Oh, what's your rank?" I don't even know. I'll check for you.
Yeah, I know.
But right now, rank doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all.
It's true. I mean, later in the season,
look at what you just brought up then about these dead teams that are ranked in the top 100 or whatever, 200 in the world. It's just
crazy.
They don't even play in the game.
That's the thing. Sometimes you can overthink. You'd be like, "Oh, I'm 2.5 million in the world. I'm gonna take a risk." You know, I'm gonna captain. You know, I'm gonna captain a defender. You know what I mean? It's like, don't do that.
I'm just gonna hold my transfer. That's what I've been doing lately.
Yeah, you going back to classic Mick.
Classic Mick. All right, should we jump straight into Game Week 7 previews, Joe?
Let's do it. Let's get it beginned.
Oh shit! Oh, I messed that one up.
All right, so I mean, Game Week 7 preview. I mean, should we talk about the Wolves Crystal Palace game straight up?
Let's get into it.
All right, we'll straight up to it. Well, Crystal Palace is Zaha a trap. He's done it again. He's done it again, Nick.
Now I've copped a lot of criticism. A lot of criticism for this man, Wilfred Zaha, because he's been playing out of his skin. He's on penalties for some freaking reason, and he's still playing really well. And I'm still giving it to him. But
I seen someone wrote something on Twitter about Zaha and also on somewhere, and you were just like, he's just luring you in.
Yeah, because we all know he's a trap. We know that. That's been established. Yeah, that's just common knowledge. You know?
I mean, look,
that's the law.
He's got
it's natural law.
He's had 5 starts. Obviously, he's played 90 minutes every game. He gets slaved, and he scored 4 goals. So,
I think Wilfred would like to be called a slave, Josh.
Right?
Let's check his stats on the screen right there for everyone to see. All right, let's have a look. What's he done? So he's got 5 goals, 1 assist. That's ridiculous.
Man, goal assist
Look
last
at
game.
Wilf, mate. How many penalties he scored there? Oh, he scored a few pens too. Oh, that's disgusting. Good old Wilfred Zaha, mate.
Unfortunate.
He's doing good. He's doing good. I mean, at 7.3 million, his price is creeping up too. So I don't know, man. I don't know what to say about Wilfred Zaha. I've just stopped. I've stopped caring about him.
Yeah, you've let him be. You've let him go.
I'm gonna stop. Telling people to not buy him. If you want to buy him, just buy him. Just do it. All right. Enjoy it while it lasts. Maybe just ride the coattails. Just ride it. Ride this.
You're not gonna tell them he's luring you in. You're gonna you're just gonna go.
I mean, he's gonna stick you in the end. He's gonna get you with the trap. He's always gonna trap you. But until then, enjoy your Zaha point. I don't think he's gonna get anything against Wolves. This Wolves team is tight.
Yeah, I think this game is gonna be.
Yeah, it's gonna be tight. I mean, that's Wolves. That's all they've got at the moment. Just defensive soundness. And obviously everyone's looking at kill man.
See, man.
4.2 million now.
Well, they were unlucky to concede, weren't they, man? Kilman had another clean sheet as well.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, that's a play that people need to look at now. Kilman at 4.2 million now, massive enabler in the backline if he holds his spot, which he seems to be doing.
I think he does. I mean, it's working. They were really unlucky to draw that game. They looked horrific. I mean, come on. Wolves without Traore. This is
getting. Can you tell everyone your theory?
Well, look, Jobspiracy theory.
I like Jobspiracy theory.
So basically, what came to me was that Traore played as a right wing back, one of the first games of the season. I think probably was the first game of the season. And Traore's like, mate, I play for Spain, Espirito Santo. And yeah, man, look, these guys are
ego, huh?
The ego happens. It happens, but it's not his fault. Sometimes these players, they need to have the ego to defeat Twitter and that kind of thing, because they're still working on themselves anyway. But anyway, so basically, he said to Espirito Santo, hey, I don't want to play as a right wing back.
Just off the record, by the way.
Off the record. I don't know if this is real or not. This is just what came to me. And basically, at the end of the day, he hasn't been starting any games. He's coming off the bench every single time. And for who? And for Podence and for Neto. And obviously, these two are good players as well. But we know what Traore can do, man. Traore to Jimenez was a feature of last season. That was one of the probably the top 3 or 4 goal to assist ratio in the whole Premier League. So why is he not starting? Come on, there's more to this. There's no question. It doesn't make any sense unless he starts starting again. But we've been talking about this for a couple of weeks now.
I'm not confident in Wolves going forward without Traore on the pitch.
Yeah,
I'm just not. I need Traore on there, man. So I believe your theory, man. That's it. What else doesn't make sense otherwise? There's got to be something going on behind the scenes to make Traore not start.
Yeah.
Until he does, this Wolves team, they just lack. Jimenez needs help. He had to score a cracker.
Yeah, what
outside of the box.
What a goal.
To score against Newcastle. Yeah. Newcastle. It's Newcastle.
They copped 4 against United the week before.
Yeah.
But and obviously Neto is just an absolute hog as well, which for FPL purposes, you got to look at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You love hogs in FPL, so I don't know. He's someone that I've got an eye on anyway. But I at the moment, Wolves assets, even Jimenez, like.
What about Jimenez? Are you happy that you've sold him? Are you
100%?
Are you thinking that maybe he's a better option than Danny Ings, or what are you thinking?
Man, Danny Ings is clinical. We know that. And Danny Ings, if he's going to start to add assists to his repertoire, then Danny Ings is going to – he's obviously someone – we're going to talk about Danny Ings a little bit later. But
of course
I still think that Raul Jimenez is overpriced, as well as Danny Ings, but I just think Danny Ings is less overpriced. That's why I kept him. But, so I don't know. I mean, if you've got Jimenez as well, if you want to ride the wave, ride it. I mean, they've got bloody Palace at home. He could get another goal. Could get another sole goal for them. Do you know what I mean? Like, look at that.
So Jimenez is sitting on 4 goals. So we'll share our screen.
Yeah, share the screen. Have a look at this. This is actually
bring him down. There he is.
Yeah, this is actually really good read, because you look at that. So Wolves, obviously, in the last 2 games, have only scored 1 goal. He scored them both. The game before that, obviously, he didn't score. But then the one at the very top against City, he was the only goal scorer. So there's not many other goals coming from elsewhere at Wolves. So
he's not getting much help. That's the issue, isn't it?
No.
I didn't expect that. I didn't know how much Traore and Jota really brought to this team.
And Doherty. And we're thinking about Doherty.
Oh, don't forget Doherty. Absolutely.
Yeah,
so, mate, that's it. I think that's enough about Wolves.
Let's move forward.
We're kind of just easing up our Wolves love this season.
Yeah,
no Doherty drums anymore.
We love Wolves.
No,
we've been banging them, man. Remember when Doherty was like 4.5 far out? That was awesome. That was awesome. But yeah, move forward.
Moving forward.
Do you want to go Sheffield City? Let's
just jump straight into Phil Foden's butt.
Phil Foden. I mean, I think he's still a great. Honestly, he's great value. I think many people are not even looking at him. Look, he's just someone to obviously keep an eye on, because once they start hitting form, this guy's starting. He's not being rotated as usual. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's true. I mean, he only got 45 minutes against West Ham, so
he got 6 points. But
I'd say, well, obviously he got the goal on the 45. He's only got 2 goals, 1 assist so far. Good old Philly Fodes, but I mean,
both.
I don't know about Phil Fodes. I was big on him. I was big on him last season, but I've really gone off him this season just because City aren't impressing me.
No, they're not.
I mean, it's such a weird season.
What a season!
Imagine you started playing FPL this season. You'd be like, "Why do I play?"
You'd be like, "I ain't playing this game anymore."
What's going on? I thought Manchester City were a good team. What's happening here?
I thought Liverpool kept clean sheets.
It's crazy. But I mean, we've got the master creator Kevin De Bruyne.
That's the thing. He's back
from the dead.
He got 2 assists in the Champions League as well.
What a masterclass from KD Beezy. I am super squeezy on bringing the KD Beezy back. I need him. I'm considering a -4 to bring him back in. But I may hold off. I might give him a week. I might give him Sheffield and see what he can do.
I mean, Liverpool at home in the game after, Mick.
I know. That's why.
But they're conceding goals, man.
Yeah.
Do you reckon they're not going to concede?
It's a big game for them. Yeah.
I reckon City could go nuts that game, man. Didn't City belt them the last time they played them?
Probably.
I think they did after Liverpool won the title. I'm pretty sure, man. I don't want to bring that up because
the problem with City is they don't have a striker anymore, Joff. Who's going to play? You got glass legs Aguero. You got paper mache bloody Jesus. What are you going to do? What are you going to stick freaking ceiling up front?
So Jesus comes back next week, and then Jesus might get injured for a couple of weeks after that, and then Aguero comes back, and then Aguero probably get injured. So then Jesus comes, so on and so forth. But in between, maybe that youth team player comes in and plays another few minutes. What was his name? Like Doyle or something?
I don't know. Wasn't Ferran Torres playing up front or something? I don't know.
I don't know.
But I just feel sorry for
Rory Delap's son.
The City physios. These poor physios got to put up with this crap from Aguero and Jesus just constantly rotating, just like who's injured this time, who was this time, and then Pep probably on their case like can you just like massage them a bit better so they get back sooner? I need a striker. It's like Pep, buy one, mate. Stop buying centre backs. Stop spending billions on centre back. Buy another striker.
I don't get it.
It's ridiculous.
Or buy a centre back that can play striker.
And this poor guy is just floundering playing up front. Poor Sterling.
Sterling. I mean, he's still doing stuff though.
He's doing bits.
I mean, look at that. at the same time, you think he's actually had a decent season, but he's only scored 2 goals and 1 assist.
He's done exactly what what's his face has done. Phil Foden's and Sterling have both scored 2 goals, 1 assist.
Yeah, there you go.
That's it. Except Phil Foden's half the price.
True. Yeah, he's floundering.
He's floundering, like I said, because they don't have a striker. So once again, I am not looking at City. I'm not. It's just
Should we move past
insane.
City right now?
It's upsetting me, John.
You upset?
I'm upset. I love City. They're a great team. They're a good source of FPL points. Yeah. But you can't even look at them right now. It's insane.
Well, you want to hear the job conspiracy theory with City?
Hit me.
I just think that Guardiola, man, he's just, I don't know, like the dressing room's not right now. Like, and that's huge in a lot of teams as well. So the dressing room for me has been, obviously, I think David Silva kept it together. I really believe that he was huge for the dressing room because look at this right now. They're not flowing. He's not able to pep roulette at the moment, which maybe it's another reason why.
Not even pep roulette.
But then again, he's not even playing Mahrez. I'd be just slaving Mahrez, even in the Champions League, just slave him, get his confidence up as well. I don't think he is. I don't think he's doing it all.
Use the term slave very loosely, mate.
I know, I do. It's just like how Mourinho slaves Kane.
One big concern I have for Manchester City, big concern.
Huge concern.
Huge concern for me. I was watching this game the other day, and I noticed when Pep Guardiola pulled out his phone pre-game, he had a Manchester City phone cover. Now I don't know what that tells you about Pep Guardiola, but I'm a bit worried.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
What do you mean? You serious?
I'm a bit worried. Why would he have a Manchester City? Does he wear Manchester City underwear?
Say phone cover.
A phone cover, yeah. He had the phone cover that protects his phone protector was a Manchester City one.
That's sad.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know what that says about you. Maybe he takes his job too seriously.
Maybe. Or maybe they make him. I don't know.
That's my parting note. Let's move on to Chelsea versus Burnley. That's the next game on our list. Let's see what happened last week. Well, we all know what happened with my boys. Yeah, my boys against United. Bit of a performance there.
Mini clean sheet again.
Mini clean sheet. I was happy with Chilwell, clean sheet, absolutely. But it wasn't much for Chelsea. It was good to see Pulisic playing. And then I'm hopeful that we're going to get a full strength team out against this Burnley team. Joff. We're going to get Ziyech playing, Pulisic. Havertz, Werner, the new Chelsea. The new Chelsea.
New and improved.
The new Chelsea. New. And it's going to happen against Burnley, mate. And I reckon we're going to rip Burnley apart.
You could be right. I mean, Burnley, we've seen what they did. They finally got their defensive nous together against Spurs. And Spurs have been scoring freely. So I don't think it's going to be that free-flowing, in my opinion. But at the same time, who knows? Chelsea with Mendy and goal look just amazing. Like, I don't know, you could do a bit of research yourself, but they've scored a lot of goals and they haven't been conceding many. So I think that keeps our confidence.
You saw what Werner did against Krasnodar. Okay, now Krasnodar, they're a very good team in wherever they're from.
It's pronounced Krasnodar.
Okay, wherever Krasnodar is from.
It is Krasnodar.
Wherever Krasnodar is located in the world, I'm pretty sure they're good. Right, to make the Champions League, and this guy ripped them apart. Right, Timo Werner, Hungarian. Timo Werner ripped them apart, and I reckon he could be on penalties, Joe. Maybe I'm being hopeful.
No, I mean, Jorginho missed it. He got subbed off. Then obviously Werner took it. But I mean, hey, who knows? Well, we spoke about this before. It'd be quite the hypocrisy if Frank Lampard took penalties off Jorginho when Frank Lampard wouldn't have liked the penalties being taken off Frank Lampard back in the day.
Yeah, but we're not talking about Frank Lampard.
Well, he's the coach.
We're talking about Timo Werner. Right? We're talking about T.O. to the Mo. Now, he scored 2 goals, 2 assists for Chelsea in his Chelsea career. He's added to that, obviously, in the Champions League now. So I'm liking what I'm seeing from Timo, Joff.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I mean,
all right. So is that okay? Is that okay with you for me to like what I'm seeing from Timo?
It's fair enough if you ask me. No, he's looking good, man. He's actually looking, he's got to play in that front position, obviously. With Pulisic and Ziyech supporting, we've obviously got to keep an eye. And
who can stop him, Joff?
Ooh, maybe Burnley. And Pulisic is looking good as well, obviously. But he hasn't done anything, has he?
Has not done anything yet. Scored a goal in the Champions League today.
He's got a goal.
Nice finish.
Off the bench, eh?
But if you watch that Manchester game, literally our best player going forward was this man, was Christian Pulisic. He had all the chances for us against United. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do in this full strength Chelsea team against Burnley, mate. We're gonna see the best. We're gonna see the best of Chelsea this week.
I'm looking forward to it.
So if you don't own a Chelsea asset, get scared, get upset.
Calm down.
Kidding me?
Why are you going to say that crazy shit? Man? Leave it. We only kept it nearly really tight against Spurs. If you don't want to bring him in, don't bring him in.
Hey, don't listen to me. I'm crazy. And I'm a Chelsea fan, all right? Look at that. See?
Yeah,
that's why I'm saying that shit.
All right, there it is.
Come on now.
It's true. We didn't change the background. We kept it. We usually go 1 week at a time. That's going on.
Yeah.
You snuck it in. Anyway, Liverpool, West Ham. Obviously, Liverpool are lacking defenders. They brought on like a 20-year-old defender for Fabinho. Clean sheets might be a bit tricky in the coming weeks. Yeah, Robertson's like, where's my defenders? What's going on? So, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what happens with the output of Robertson and TAA. Like, TAA has just been long ball happy and Robertson's been gun-ho, but maybe Robertson is subdued now as well with this defensive kind of
frailties.
Frailties is the best word to put. But, I mean, it's saying that, who knows, man? I mean, that's the thing is Klopp's trying a new formation. He's trying 4-2-3-1 with, including Jota in the team. So does it continue? I don't know.
Well, you got to look at this, John. Let me show you a little something, right?
Show me a little something.
About our boy, Mr. Robinson.
Show me a little
something. Look at me, Mr. Robinson. Boy, you've got 27 points. That's okay. Hey. Sterling's only got 29. Now, think about this, right? Robertson, 7.1 million. Okay. Now, Liverpool's defense is ripped apart. I get that. Sure. But he's 2 points behind Raheem, the Dream Sterling. Okay. Who's worth 11.5 million. So, I mean, I don't know, man. People selling TAA, I don't know about that. People selling Robertson, I don't know about that.
Why did you bring up TAA's thing? How many points is TAA on?
17, Mr. Robinson.
Yeah, well, there you go, 17.
But the thing about TAA is,
here we go.
We're gonna see the best of TAA. We saw that Klopp said, in the Champions League, you know what, TAA, just attack. And what did he do? He attacked.
Oh man, he looked amazing. He should have had 3 assists.
Exactly right,
he looked crazy good.
And surely Klopp's going to unleash him against West Ham and say, you know what, Trent, just go for it.
But why would he unleash him?
Because they need to win games. They're not going to keep clean sheets. They know that. Virgil is the clean sheet wall.
Well, that's the thing is if Antonio doesn't start, for me, Klopp's what his kind of game plan is going to depict on Antonio. If Antonio starts, I think he's going to play kind of tight. But if Antonio doesn't start, I reckon they're just going to. You're right. I reckon they're just going to attack because who else is going to score for West Ham, really? I mean, Yarmolenko might come on. Haller. Clearly, Moyes doesn't like Haller. Clearly. So, I mean, I don't know. Like Antonio's their guy. So if Antonio doesn't start, then, who knows? I'm hoping for a clean sheet. I've got Robertson.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the thing with Antonio is he just loves getting injured.
Yeah,
poor guy loves getting injured. So, I mean, a lot of people are going to be looking to Mo. In Mo, we trust. I mean, we the goal he scored. Wow. Like, come on. That was
what a goal.
Disgraceful VAR. Thank you, VAR, for ruining my weekend. But, I mean, we see what Salah can do, especially he was playing up front this week, John. And then Mane goes and gets the 2 assists. Thank you, Mane, for all Mane owners out there. Well done. Well done for being a Mane owner. But I mean, this is a big game for them. They really want to insert themselves into what they can do in this league. And they've been very lackluster so far, Joff. And I'm waiting. I want a big return from Liverpool this week.
Yeah, I'm just looking forward to seeing what happens here. And I don't think I'm in a captain mode this week. But
Ooh.
Might go whose name is Harry Kane, but we'll talk about that a bit later.
I can't wait. Remember last time you did captain mode?
Nah, man, it happens. You don't captain mode and then you blanks. I mean, hey, these things happen. But we move forward to the next game. Aston Villa versus Southampton.
So probably one of the first weeks we don't captain the same player.
Oh, good. Finally, man. Finally.
Bye.
We bloody Captain Kersey.
Yeah, I call Captain Kersey. But all right, we're moving on to.
Yeah, Aston Villa Southampton is another game we've got to talk about because I can see goals here. Yeah. I mean, we seen what Aston Villa did against Leeds, and obviously they got belted. We did well, but they looked good still. Like they didn't. We had possession. Leeds had possession, but Aston Villa could have easily scored a few goals. Like that's what we do. Leeds concede. That's how it is. So Jack Grealish had that off the line goal clearance, which was pretty crazy.
Oh, that hurt. Man. That hurt us Grealish owners out there.
That was insane. So I mean, Ayling did the good thing for many Leeds fans out there. But I don't know. I mean, Jack Grealish. I'll break the news. I've actually brought him into my team already this week.
Oh, you love breaking the news.
I love breaking the news. I got to do
you
it.
Leave it to the end of the stream, mate?
Oh, I don't know. We just go with the flow, So I mean, Jackie Grealish. I just think that look, he's hard to ignore.
I can't blame you, Joe. I mean, look at that. He's on what's that? 40 points. What's Sterling on again?
Well, but in one game, he nearly beat his Sterling score. That's the thing with Grealish, actually. When I brought him in, I looked at his thing, and I like to look at kind of consistency. He's only performed in 2 games, but he did score against Leeds to have that goal line disallowed. So, and then he had that amazing run. I don't know if you guys seen it, but that amazing run, which he missed as well. But he's someone we've got to keep an eye on. And obviously, Barkley in that advanced role as well is another one we've got to keep an eye on as well. So, this Villa team,
what about
I like
Watkins? The Watkins love has died off a little bit.
Well, he's only scored in 1 game. Again, that's one thing I look at. I like looking at multiple performances because it's important. 1 game, you can score like how Grealish got 24 points. Like that's crazy. Like it's just for me, it's the eye test and
he's going to happen again though.
What's that?
He's going to get 24 points again.
Oh, you reckon?
I reckon.
Is that right this week?
Hopefully.
So I think this game's going to have goals in it, especially on the other side of the spectrum as well with Danny Ings' boys.
Dingsy! Let's bring him up. There he is.
He got 2 assists this week as well last week. So I mean,
physical man himself.
He's actually my triple captain pick as well, man. Whoa! Just putting it out there.
You just threw that on me, man.
You
threw that down.
You were not ready for that.
Are you ready for it? There it is.
Reckless abandon. Triple captain pick. Triple captain pick.
There it is. Triple captain pick. All
There
right.
we go.
Dingsy. Good old Dingsy. Can I, is it all right if I call him Dingsy?
You could call him Dingsy if you
The
like.
Dingbat? Can I call him the Dingbat?
I don't mind Dingbat.
Can I call him the Dingaroo?
Dingaroo.
Can I call him Dingaroo? No.
Dingsy. Just Dingsy's
Just
good.
Dingsy?
I call him Dingsy anyway.
Okay.
You can call him whatever you
Dingsy.
like. Anyway,
2 assists, man. The thing is with Dingsy, you got to love to hate him,
everyone hates him. Why?
How
can you not love him?
So overpriced.
He just does business.
But he always does shit.
Got his tie
He
on.
always does shit.
Got his businessman glasses on.
I can't physically have him in my team. Like
Briefcase.
physically, mentally, spiritually have him in my team because it'll just ruin me. It'll just ruin my aura. I can't do that to my aura.
Man.
But at the same time, every time he does shit, I'm just like, well done, Josh. Well
I
done,
know. I
Josh.
can imagine.
Well done.
I swear, it's like when there's players that Mick owns that I haven't got. When they do shit, I'm like, oh, Mick again, well done, man. You got to applaud it. You got to like Laporte, man. Laporte's just like your butt boy, back in the day. Every time Laporte, I'm like, Mick again, like, well done, man. Like you just kept faith in him, But
I love me some Laporte, tell you right now.
But so I can see this game being high scoring because Villa is going to respond. I mean, losing 3-0 at home, being undefeated and winning every game, they're gonna come out. And obviously, Southampton's playing with no fear. Hence when you've got a talisman like Ings, that's what happens.
How do they beat this undefeated Everton team? How do they? The Southampton are that kind of team though, where any team will be in massive form. They'll come against Hasenhüttl or Southampton, like, we got this,
Easy.
and they win. So where did they come from?
Who is this team? And then they go and get belted by Leicester last season and Tottenham this season.
So I'm having for a belting this week. Hopefully they get belted. That'd be nice.
Oh wow!
So all right, mate, let's move on.
Yeah, move forward.
Move on to the Newcastle game.
So Newcastle
versus Everton. This is going to be interesting, mate, because Everton need to respond here.
Yeah, they do.
They don't have Richarlison.
Richarlison's bye-bye. Digne's bye-bye as well.
Digne's out too.
Only for 1 game. It got reduced from 3 games to 1.
That's
the
good.
Suspension after the red card.
So that's the thing. Like, they need Moise Kean. They need to bring back Moise, man. He's scoring goals for PSG.
Man, I watched the game. I actually watched the game, and Moise scored a double. And it's just one of those standard things. Yeah, like I'm going to blow your mind by this. Yeah, but everyone's like, "Oh, he's a failure in the Premier League. He's lost. He's never gonna succeed again." And meanwhile, there's Joff. Like, how can you make that assumption? This kid's 20 years old, goes to PSG, and he scored 2 goals on the weekend and scored 2 gols today. So it's just like you can't write anyone off. And sometimes it's the team that they play in and the manager. But yeah, you're right. They need a striker. Not a striker. They need. It's just they need a backup for James Rodriguez because clearly he wasn't fit. He actually pulled up in his hammy and stuff like that.
So does he play this weekend?
I hope so because I've got him. But I honestly don't think he should play because he doesn't look right. He's obviously hasn't been playing week after week for a long time.
But he's so integral to this Everton team.
He's massive. That's why Sigurdsson. If only Ancelotti trusted Sigurdsson. It's like the standard thing with a lot of these managers. They don't trust him. So just trust him to be a poor man's James Rodriguez. Just let it happen.
He really needs to.
But
we've seen. There you go. Yeah, James 3 goals, 3 assists this season so far. So he's done the business so far. He's looking the goods.
He is.
He's backed it up with some FPL points, which we love to see. So
look at that though. At home, he's got he's obviously got his Dennings clinical. At home, he's actually amazing. So He's got all these points hauls at home, so he's away here against Newcastle. And they're conceding goals, Everton, as well. So obviously Pickford at the back. There's just so many factors to it as well, So obviously, Dominic Calvert-Lewin as well lost his goal scoring run.
Yeah.
So
I think he looked very, very quiet against Southampton. He just didn't have the the leverage of having Richarlison there to take some defenders off him.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And Rodriguez obviously wasn't whipping in the balls like he usually does.
Yeah,
he wasn't playing. So I don't know. I don't know what to expect out of this game from Everton, but I'm hoping that the dip in form doesn't last.
Yeah, no, it's one game at the end of the day. And look, Calvert-Lewin, if you got him, you keep him. You don't sell him for making a profit. Oh, make a profit. But it's like, that's the thing.
He didn't score 1 week. He's out of there.
That's the thing is there's a lot of people that haven't bought Calvin and they'll be loving it. They'll be like, oh, and they'll be trying to influence you as well. They'll be like, oh, it's just all downhill now. He's got half his goals for his season in the first 5 game weeks. So it's just like, just wait and see. I'd continually own him if it's up to me anyway, because at the end of the day, this guy's been in a hot streak and he's got 7 goals this season. Far out. That is insane. So,
well, one interesting thing that I saw on Twitter was a comparison between Calvert and Bamford.
Okay.
So they brought up, that Calvert scored 7 and Bamford scored 6, but Bamford's got 2 assists. Calvert got none. So why would I own Calvert?
I own them both. How can that? Oh. Continue.
Why would I own Calvert when I can have Bamford for heaps cheaper? No, it's a good point in essence, but in the end, don't be silly. Don't be selling Calvert.
Look, do what you want at the end of the day. Sometimes all that is that person there is just trying to justify not owning Calvert. That's simple as that. And they're trying to mesmerize other people. So do what you want. Whatever you want to do. If that's what you want to do, you do it. But if it's not, then don't.
Yeah, I reckon Everton definitely get up here. All right, John, let's move on to probably the biggest game of the week.
Oh, by the way, just quickly, I think Wilson scores because Everton are conceding a lot of goals. So Wilson, I think he scores. Continue.
Ooh, that's nasty. Alrighty. Let's move on to Manchester United versus Arsenal, Joff. We've seen that good old Ollie's rotated his boys in the Champions League. We're hoping this guy gets up again. He's going to do some business. Bruno Fernandes. Owners out there of Bruno, it's been a bit of kind of a mixed bag for owners out there in regards to his price versus his what he's actually been delivering.
Well, the first game that he blanked, I think, last game week actually. I'm pretty sure it was.
Let's bring
it up. So yeah,
3 goals, 2 assists so far.
It was his second game. So he blanked in the first game, and then he's had his three spell of fixtures when he did well, and then he blanked again. So I don't know. It's one of those things with Bruno. If you've got him, you probably keep him, don't you? After scoring 3 goals in a row, because if he scores again, then you're like, So scoring 5 goals United as a team against Leipzig is going to give him confidence as well. So I don't know. You haven't really been a massive Bruno owner, have you?
I owned him week 2 and I sold him literally week 3, just because the money can just be better used, I believe, elsewhere in the current climate of the game. Just because there's so much value in this game at the moment, and it's hard to pinpoint where that value is. So for me, I think the better value option, if you want a United option, is Rashi. You got to think about Marcus.
Great. Yeah, he scored a hat-trick in 27 minutes. Could have been 4. Could have been 4 if Marshall had let him take it as a penalty as well late in that game.
Yeah, he's still 9.5 million. He's literally 2 goals, 2 assists, so close to what Fernandes has done as well.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I like that as a better price point into this United team, and we all were bigging up Mason. And good old Mason went and started in the Champions League, got his goal. He was your gut feeling last week.
A few weeks ago.
Yeah. So Mason, we need to see him starting games.
Yeah.
I don't know if he is. Cavani's in there now. Nearly got a goal with his first touch of the Premier League, which was amazing.
So it's going to be interesting now. All of a sudden, finally, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has got a squad.
Yeah, he does. He does
just like that, Whereas he was kind of like, if Greenwood doesn't play as your starter, well, then James comes on, Daniel James, and you're like, oh, is this guy proven United?
Yeah, I don't like Daniel James.
Yeah, well, now you've got this, Van der Beek, obviously. I'm pretty sure they're going to be moving him. You're going to have to potentially play him on the wings as well. This guy is a class. He can't sit on the bench all season,
Sure.
Obviously, they're going to want to play Pogba with a holding midfielder, so Matic most likely, but I don't know, man. It's exciting times for United at the moment. They're finally getting their groove. Cavani back. I think Marshall's got 1 more week suspension, then he's back.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm always back this week, whatever it is. But so obviously I think you're right. Rashi's good, and I think that's all we need to talk about with United as well. It's a wait and see. I don't know if we'll be bringing him in this week because obviously Arsenal are really defensively nous.
Absolutely. I mean, we've seen what Arsenal can do defensively. They've lacked a bit, lacked a bit of Lacazette, I reckon, in the up
lost
front.
at home, didn't they? Lacazette. He missed some sitters, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
He missed some sitters. And a Aubameyang, man, a Aubameyang, however, Alba. Everyone always gives me a hard time.
Aubameyang.
Alba, man. Alba is very, very overpriced for what he's doing right now, man.
You weren't saying that start of the season,
No, I
Joe.
wasn't. Oh, look, hey, I'm guilty. It was something that I still think that he will come into value in the future. It'll happen, yeah, but it's not now. Arsenal.
You're going to blow your mind off?
Oh, no.
One goal, 1 assist. That's all he's done all
First 2
season.
game weeks. Wow.
11.7 million, still overpriced.
Far out. That is some crazy. 11.7. So
Damn, girl.
that is insane. I mean, look, I'm going to say it now. He will come into our thinking at some point this season. It'll happen. It might only be for a short span of time. It might even be just for a double game week. But he will come into our thinking at some point. But right now, he's not.
Lacazette is your only option at Arsenal. And you just got to roll the dice and hope. Just roll the dice and hope you land on
Starter.
Snake Eyes and Lacazette plays, because when he plays, he scores goals. I mean, he scored 3 goals.
Well, not necessarily every game. He should have scored last week.
I know, but I don't know. Other than that, I don't know. This Arsenal team, it's another team where you're just like, please do something, but it is not.
They're not.
So. Yeah, mate, this game's going to be interesting, mate. This is going to be, unstoppable object, immovable? No, unstoppable train means an immovable object. Is that what it is? How does that work?
Man. This game's going to be 0-0. We'll wait and see what happens here. Let's move on anyway. Spurs Brighton. Harry Kane to Son, it's like a theme this season, isn't it? He did it again. Son scored again. Son's just scoring for fun. This is insane. If you don't own Son, please consider it. Just have a look at it. Even for the next 2 game weeks, they've got really good fixtures.
Buddies. They're like Defoe and Peter Crouch. These two, it's like the best pals.
They're like, I know. Do you see Son? Son he's all heart, man. He is all heart. And obviously, once
he gets red cards.
Once he obviously he scored the goal. He looked at Harry and he's kind of just like, love, man. He knew. He's like, thanks, man. And Harry's like, hey, man, don't worry about it, man.
I got you, man.
But
let's have a look at what Son's done this season.
Oh my god!
Let's just have a little bit of a laugh and ponder why we haven't been captaining this guy week in, week out.
I don't know how it hasn't.
8 goals and 2 assists, Joe.
That's insane stuff. And none of us will probably captain him again. Why? How are we ignoring this? I'm probably going to captain Kane.
56.3%.
Man, I might captain Son, man.
I think we should all captain Son.
All right. I want to captain Son. Should I just do it? I'm going to change it now live on air. Let's see if I change it back. I'm going to change it now just so that I potentially do it. Man, I'm not even vicing Son at the moment. I got my captains on Kane and my vices on Salah. I'm going to put my vice on Son just for a start.
And now I want to bring up another little point here. You got to chuck this on screen. You got to chuck the honey pot on screen. There he is. Just pulling in that honey with these little bees. 5 goals, 8 assists. What a gun! What a gun! What a season he's had so far. How many assists did he get last season? Let's have a look at that. 2.
He's got his most assists in his history, man.
Wow. How do I not own Harry Kane? What am I doing with my FPL life?
Hey Mick, you're having fun.
Oh god.
Yeah. So this week, obviously. Kane or Son, for me, captaincy, it could happen. Between those 2 and Salah is probably your best bets.
What about this man?
Ooh.
What about Gareth? What about Gary? Gary Bale.
I think the GBZ. Yeah, I think the GBZ starts in Europa League again, and GBZ. Vinicius Jr. starts in Europa League again, and they're going to start to do that. That's going to be their thing. So until Bale gets his kind of form up, that's what I'm thinking. I'll have to wait and see what happens here. But GBZ could start starting games, man.
GBZ.
He could start starting.
I like GBZ.
He could start starting.
I mean, this is GBZ, you know?
Anyway, with Tottenham, I want to really quickly talk about, obviously, Reguilon's looking amazing as well. Regulon. He's looking marauding down that left wing.
Regulon. Part of the Alliance of Autobots. I think it's pronounced Regalian.
Is it?
Regalia.
Is it? I kind of want to look at his name. Regulon. Anyway, Regulon's looking good. And it looks like he's going to start most games. I mean, he's saying this. He didn't start against Burnley. But it's just one of those things where between him and obviously Davies and Doherty and Aurier, if you're going to play that game, play it at your own peril, because they might be rotated. You know what I mean? Like that's one of those things. Obviously, Doherty looked actually really good as well, but Doherty, but you're going to bring him in. You know what I mean? Like it's tricky that Spurs
prognosis negative.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I don't know. You want to talk about Brighton or we don't really? I mean, Malpe might
really.
score.
I mean, Matty Ryan in goal, the Aussie love back there in goal. So hopefully you can deny all of Harry Kane's goals. That'd be nice. But I mean, other than that, you got to think about Kane and Son as captaincy options this game. 100%. 100%.
Why not?
Let's move on to Fulham versus West Bromwich Albion.
Just
and
real quick, quickly touch on this one.
Let's just touch on it. The only thing we're touching on is this man.
Yeah, Mr. Lookman. I mean,
why are we touching on him, Joe?
Hit the post a couple of times. He looked good, and also because he is my job.
Gut feeling.
Sound good.
There he is. Adamana Lookman. Is that his name? What's his name?
I think he says Adam.
Is it Adama like Adama Traore?
Adama Traore Lookman.
Let's have a look. Tell me what his name is.
His name is Ademola.
So he's in Ademola.
0.4% of teams. I think he's probably the best budget option, apart from Jorginho and Souček. He scored a goal already. Hit the post, I think 2 or 3 times. I think it was twice in the Crystal Palace game. He looks electric and he looks good for anyone that's kept Mitrovic. Fair enough. And this is the game he kept him for. And I think that Lookman can provide some assists for Mr. Mitrovic. So there's not very much else I really want to talk about with this game, I feel like. Besides maybe Pereira looked really good for West Brom as well. You've got to put it out there. And Ivanovic as well. He's looked in really good scoring positions. I don't know if I'd own him, but I just want to put it out there. I love Ivanovic. Branislav.
He assisted the own goal, so that's pretty nice.
Man, honestly. Was that own goal, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The own goal from Fulham. I don't get in. You don't laugh too much when you're watching games. You know what I mean? I was in stitches. That own goal was probably the funniest own goal I've seen in a long time. Anyway, I've seen some funny own goals. Some of those crackers, but it was like triple deflection. It was like pinball, ding, 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 goal.
It was just destined. The ball was just like magnet to the. They just couldn't stop it.
And the funny thing was that obviously Lamptey got the cross, and you're thinking, can you get the assist for that? This guy loves an assist as well, but can you get the assist for that? But I don't think he got it, did he?
Nah, he didn't. There was too many deflections in there. How many deflections do you want?
Yeah, what do you want?
That's it. All right, mate. Move on to the last game: Leeds versus Leicester. What's going to happen here, Joe?
My boys.
What could possibly happen in Leeds versus Leicester?
One thing's for sure is we're going to give them a run. There's no question. Leeds are turning up week.
I reckon you're going to belt them.
I like
it's going to be a spanking. Leeds are going to be the reckoning of Leicester.
I think that we're going to give them a good run, and if we win, it wouldn't surprise me as well. But with this as well for FPL assets, Patrick Bamford, he's obviously scored a goal. Yeah, we've got a little husky in the house right now. I'm going to have to put him on screen soon. But Patrick Bamford, if you don't own him, you've got to consider him as a budget option if you want. You know what I mean? Like, why wouldn't you? Because Patrick Bamford, he's going to be starting games. I mean, that was one thing, after watching all the games last season, majority of them, Patrick Bamford is a player that he was lacking. He just was lacking consistent confidence in the championship. But in the Premier League, he's got his hat-trick. He's basically proved the doubters wrong. I can see him scoring goals now. I can see him playing, he's got his position down pat. You know what I mean? So he's going to be playing in that number 9 role for the foreseeable future. Looks like Rodrigo is going to be playing behind him. So Hernandez looks like he's going to get benched, which is sad for me. I love Hernandez, but it's one of those things. Obviously, Bamford's one to look at. Stuart Dallas is just marauding down the wings. We've obviously got to keep an eye on Stuart Dallas. I think he's got 0 attacking returns so far. So if you don't want to invest in him as of yet, don't. But Stuart Dallas is one to keep an eye on. Ayling's getting forward as well. We're looking amazing. And the one thing I want to bring up with Leeds. Look, one thing I want to bring up with Leeds as well. This is the no bias part. This is the no bias part. Is that
you say Tobias or no bias? Sorry,
this is the Tobias Harris. This is the no bias part. Is that basically I don't know where our goals are coming from. So that's why investing in
they're coming from this guy.
What's the thing is investing in FPL assets. Maybe your defenders are the best option and Bamford. That's it. The rest of them, it's going to be rotated between.
What about Bro?
Costa and.
What about Rodrigo?
Rodrigo,
bro.
I like that.
It's my Rodrigo. Yeah, my Rodrigo.
Well, honestly, I swear to you guys, I was watching the game, and the thing that came to me was the only player that I really feel that's going to be a consistent Leeds FPL option is going to be Rafinha when he starts, because Rafinha is a poor man's Angel Di Maria, and he's going to do well for us when he gets the opportunity.
How poor are we talking? Poverty-stricken?
No, he's just a poor man's Angel. I don't like going into detail with poor man's Angel. So
Like Ken on the side of the street. What are we looking at? I need some details,
Calm
mate.
down.
Right. So should I consider Rafinha as an option? I
no,
like Leeds.
do not consider Rafinha. No way. He's
But
not
you just
starting.
said.
I'm just saying.
You just said.
I'm saying consider Rafinha when he starts starting games because he's not going to start for about a month. I'm just giving you some pretense, man. I like to give a bit of a future. Where'd you go? Anyway, that's my Leedsness out there. Should we consider Vardy, Mick?
No.
Just like that.
Jay Vardy is a troll. He is a trap.
Hey,
there
man.
he is.
They beat Arsenal 1-0 away. That's
They
pretty,
sure did.
it's pretty good.
That's amazing.
Timothy Castagna, Mick?
Nah.
You were just anti-Leicester, aren't you?
I don't like what they do.
Schmeichel got double-digit.
Let's have a look what Vardy's done so far this season. 41 points so far. 6 goals, 0 assists, and let's see. Oh, they're all penalties. What a surprise.
Nah, he's got 2 goals that aren't penalties.
Every goal was a penalty. Vardy is overpriced.
Oh, wow.
What's he worth? 10 million. Oh, you'd be silly to own him.
Oh, calm
You'd be
down.
silly to own him, in my personal opinion.
That is just crazy. You love trolling Vardy, man. Mick trolling Vardy since like 2010, man. How long's Vardy been around for? Far out.
We all know the Vardy's a trap. It's a clear and present danger of owning Jamie Vardy, that he's only going to score penalties and the odd Red Bull. That's just
That's Red Bull cans, by the way. That's Jamie Vardy.
But no, Patrick Bamford's the real deal, Joff. He is the real deal, I believe. So that's anything to talk about in this game. Let's just swiftly move on.
All right, let's move forward. Oh, Mick. Well, who's your reckless abandon triple captain?
Let's bring him
I've been
up.
waiting for it, man. I've been waiting.
Are you ready for it, Joff?
Who is it?
Reckless abandon. Triple captain pick. Triple captain pick.
You know who it is, Joff. It's your man. It's your boy. It's your boy, Rodrigo. No, it's not Rodrigo.
Oh, calm down.
It's Rashford, Joff. I'm gonna go with some UCL form here. I'm gonna back it up with some UCL form.
I really like this.
Got rested. Yeah, should be starting up front most likely. Maybe he'll be on the wing, whatever. Either way, good old Rashy boy. He's a. Have you heard what he's done for the kids in England?
I like that. Yeah,
putting some food to people that can't afford food in
what
schools.
a legend! What a
Absolute
good guy.
legend. So I can't go past this guy for my reckless abandon triple captain pick of the week.
And anything I'll say, it is a little bit reckless because Arsenal do keep it tight. But at the end of the day, scoring a hat trick in 27 minutes, taking that form into the Premier League could well happen.
How tight do they keep it?
Oh, they keep it so tight.
Oh, so tight.
Oh, similar tight. But
Josh, should we look at our teams for the week and do some captains and transfers?
let's do it.
All right, let's chuck this one on. Okay. All right, captain time. Let's bring up Joffy Boy's team first of all.
All right.
Where is it?
Bring it up.
There it is.
So what I've done is here we go. I've already taken a -4 and I've brought in Killman. So I've taken out TAA and I've taken out Stevens because Stevens didn't play. And I've used that funds and I've got in obviously Killman and I've brought in Grealish. And honestly, watching 90 minutes of Grealish versus Leeds, it's just hard to not bring him in. It was hard because he just looked amazing. This is full eye test. Full eye test.
Nice.
So that's what I'm looking. I'm looking at captain as captaining Kane, and my vice is now Son. I've done that on air live, but I'm not sure if I captain Son or Kane. We'll have to wait and see what happens there. So see what happens, Mickey boy.
All right. Give me a second.
What about yourself, Mick? Have you made any? Actually, Mick's actually had gone for a bit of a move because our little puppy husky, is running amok at the moment. usually a little Ray is sleeping at this point of the stream, but yeah. So I'm looking. Yeah, I think that between those captain choices, it could land on obviously Harry Kane very well and truly, Mick. But who's
very good, man?
Who's
Very
your
good.
team? Give me your team,
Let's
please.
bring up my team. Let's have a look at the old team. So I held a transfer last week. Let's chuck it on the stream for everybody to see. There it is. Alrighty. So I held a transfer. I've already made one move. I made it pretty early, so I opted to bring in my boy, Patrick Bamford. Got rid of Antonio.
I love it.
Brought in Bamford before his price rise. He's probably about 6 million now. Isn't he? 590. He'll be at 6 by the end of the week. So I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna go for Paddy.
I love you got Paddy in.
Jump on this Leeds team, this Leeds juggernaut, mate.
It's juggernaut.
If you don't mind me saying,
Please.
And I reckon they're going to get some goals, and they're going to come from Paddy. I just didn't expect him to hold his position. I thought good old Rodrigo would get that spot, but now we've seen Bro playing in the midfield, so I reckon it's Bamford's spot to lose,
man,
and he ain't going to lose it.
As soon as a front three, one of my front three position opens up, Bamford's straight in. There's no question. But yeah, until then. But yeah, strong team, man.
Yeah, so I got Bamford in there. I'm going to hold on to the Liverpool defense for another week against West Ham, and I'm probably going to hold on to my second transfer. So I'll go into game week 8 with another 2
like
free
it.
transfers.
Vintage Mick is back.
And just see what happens, And then if for example, West Ham score, which they probably will, then I reckon one of these 2 fellas here, either Trent or Robertson, might be going. And I might have to sacrifice someone in the midfield to bring in KDBZ. But, I mean, look at that bench. Got Dallas and Kilman there sitting on the bench happily.
It's a strong bench.
Salah captain at the moment. But, I mean, I don't know, man. It could – I mean, that just happened.
What?
And
no way.
Son is captain at the moment. So, I mean, who knows, mate? This guy, he could be doing the business for me this week. I'm not sure.
Sunny boy, man.
I am not sure what is happening right now, but
Why not?
perhaps.
I mean, we've just witnessed what he's been doing. You know what I mean? So
I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm a bit. I don't know. I just made that. That just happened.
Oh my god, that just happened.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Come game week. But before we get into it, Joff, let us rattle off the Patreon shout out
I
of
believe
the
it's
week.
my turn, Michael.
It was your turn. Thank you very much,
All right,
guys,
so thank
for
you
all your kind support.
Thank you all.
Us.
Thank you, Sammy
did we do?
Deering, George Zakakas, Stephen Bailey, Gary Warwood, Anthony Ferrelli, Kyle Brett, David Parra, Bradley Emott, David Jereb, Ivan Kovacevic, Alec Maz, Zachy Boy, Damian Roberts, and the producer level, Wesley Quirk, Bert Van Goys, Saya Hia, Hamid, how are you, brother? Patrick Carney, Lewis Husey, and Sammy Horner. Hope you are all well, and thank you all for the support.
All right, guys, time to get into some questions. I did the question thing now.
With the question.
Question time.
Question time, it's question time. Question time.
Question
Time for
time.
us to
Question
answer
time.
all of your questions.
Oh,
So
Mr.
get
A.
them in.
Hola, chicos. Yuzi. Ciao, ragazzi. I love it. That's awesome.
Lewis Hughes in the house.
Yuzi.
Javid saying why we live right now. Yeah, we've changed our team. Oh, Javid, there we go. What do you think about Kilman and Size double up
Come on, so I mean, why not? Why
against Troll Zaha?
not? I played Justin. I honestly would probably double up.
Yeah, double up.
I'd be double up.
Oh, tell the FTP saying different
Joshy.
time. He's losing his mind, I think. Elbow cough.
He's basically saying he's clicking as fast as he could. That's so good. Love you. We love you, Joshy.
Love you, Joshy.
And then Mr. A is saying we all got seduced by the seducing Saha. He's so sexual, Saha. You're just like, oh, I just want to captain you.
Oh my goodness.
He's on penalties, on everything. Oh. All right. Mr. A again, I couldn't resist a transfer in Salah for captain, betrayed my Spurs duo. Oh, no, you poor thing.
Quang is asking, is Bamford the real deal or is Rodrigo isn't going to replace him? Is he? Seems like they play together instead. Yep, we've confirmed that. They do play together.
Looks like it's going to happen
We
now.
had a chat with Bielsa and it's all good.
Yeah, it's all good.
It's
What's
all
the thing
good.
is that it's been proven now. It's what he's doing and it's working. We beat Villa 3-0 away. So,
So just saying, you guys are live at 3 a.m. This is crazy.
oh, well.
I'm not sure where you live, mate, but you need to go to bed.
Respect 3 a.m.
Good on
Thanks
you,
for
mate.
being with us, legend.
There's room for us. So there you go. Yeah,
now
there
it
you
makes
go.
sense.
There you go. Mr. A said
Oh, look,
there.
you got to put this one on the screen. No, don't worry. Oh, fellas, late to the party, but we live. Husey. So, Javed is saying Mark and Steve Waugh. I love
Oh,
it.
g'day, mate.
For all the cricketers out there. Hey, Mark Waugh is my favorite player in cricket. I just want to put it out there. Some people might know. Some people might connect with that. I love Mark Waugh.
Oh, Glenn Kiley in the house.
Oh, Glenny
Legendary.
boy, 6
Welcome.
a.m. Nice.
It's 6 a.m.
It's like a wake-up call. They'd be
Oh.
like, oh, what's going on?
Well, Glenn, can you DM us, Glenn? Let us know what's a good time for us to stream here that will work for you guys in the UK. It'd be nice to
Actually,
know.
yeah, it'd be nice.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know. We just go live.
We just do it.
We just hit the button.
We just do things.
All right. Sotris.
Sotris, thank you for giving me the long one as usual. Having relied on Spurs and Everton couples, Son and Kane, James Rodriguez and Dominic Calvert-Lewin has treated me fairly well so far. Is it time to sell or is there still juice on holding him? I'd say hold. I mean, that's the thing is why rid yourself of the juice before the juice is ended? You know what I mean? So just
the juice.
Yeah, where's juice?
Mr.
So
A is saying
I'd continue.
To sell Roddy and DCL, I'm saying don't do that.
Yeah, I'll be waiting. I mean, it's one game. Just wait and see.
Garth saying g'day from Canada.
Oh,
hello there
Cafe.
from Canada.
Canada. Hey, guys.
Right, Mr. A is loving my Rashford call. I like that. Thank you.
Nice.
Garth is saying Watkins.
He's done right. If you have him, dump him. Maybe. I mean, maybe just do it to bring in Bamford. I mean, we know what Bamford's going to, Leeds are going to be scoring more goals for me than Villa. So I would say Bamford.
Sales is saying FPL, absolute FPL units. I like it.
Unity. Strong. Unity. Oh, a bit of a knelt.
Righty, FPL Shark is asking, will James play?
Is it James Rodriguez or is it Reece James? That's what I think
it's Reece, mate.
If it's Reece James, I mean, I've seen a few people talk about this, like on like putting memes up and stuff, and maybe just get rid of him because you're going to be playing the usual kind of the James game, James games. So it's just like, we don't know if he's going to play. We don't know if what's going to happen. Is he going to return another 14-point haul? He will, but I don't know when and how many frustrations in between. That's all.
I still play Champions League, so probably will play.
I don't know, man.
All right, Ricardo Pagan is making up for my comment before. Unstoppable force meets an immovable object. Thank you very much.
What
for
a legend!
That is the Arsenal versus United game in a package. Thank you for that.
Who's the unstoppable force?
Both. Everyone.
Who's the immovable object?
All right, Alejandro Torres. What a name! I like that
sick name.
Just
I love
enjoy that name.
What a great name.
Name your kid that. Hey man, your thoughts on this Champions League fantasy week?
I mean, yeah, look, I'll take this one off you. It was a crazy week, wasn't it? I mean, a lot of the heavy hitters did bits, but obviously a lot of rotation. So a bit of frustration. Just keep your heads up and just enjoy that game. It's a lot of fun in the Champions League. So good times.
Lewis Hughes, what about producers? Thank you, Lewis. You're a legend. Thoughts on moving Jimenez to Ings as a whole, man? This is going to be like an unstoppable force missing an immovable object. You know what I mean?
Now that would make sense.
Force?
That makes sense.
Is it Jimenez or is it Ings?
I like that. I don't know. This one here, look, I can't answer this question because I'm way too biased here. I love Jimenez, but Ings is my guy. You know what I mean? Like, not owning Ings for like 2 weeks, I think it was, I was just like, I didn't feel right within myself. So ask Mick this question.
Do not sell Jimenez for Ings. But at the same time, do it.
I love it. To our producer, you give him some crazy stuff like that. But the thing is, the Hughesy knows us. He gets us. Yeah, so he knows what we mean.
You know exactly what
I mean.
You know
what the decision's been made already.
You just literally just back your gut, mate. Go with whatever you think is possible. Okay. I think probably Ings is a better option at than Jimenez.
You just said that.
I think
the headband's out, man. What?
I think he is. Sadly enough, only because
shock, man.
Because of Traore. Yeah, if Traore starts on the weekend, then I think Jimenez takes the spot, and that's such a big thing for me. Traore is big. Huge. Traore is big, yeah. So I mean, I'd keep him for this week because we've got Wolves against Palace, and Ings is playing against this resolute Villa team.
Resolute,
but he'll still score a goal and get 9 points. But I mean, I don't know, man. That's the hardest question I think I've heard like this year. Yeah, that's the hardest question of 2020.
Man, when I owned them both, I was just like, what do I do here? Like I had to bring in Kane. I was like, obviously I was keeping Ings, but I know you're right. It's a tricky question.
All right, next on to a much easier question, Joe.
DCL out for Bamford. I also have Ings and Kane. I don't know about that. I've got the exact same front three, Ricardo. And thanks for helping Mick with the immovable force thingy. That's why I want to give you good feedback here. But I don't know if I'll do it, man. I mean, if you need to free up funds elsewhere, maybe because you could get on a DCL kind of lull. It could happen. Let's be honest. There's no question that a DCL lull could happen. But for me, I'm not jumping off until I see it with my own eyes.
I need that. I need like 3 or 4 games of been blanking before I even consider taking out the Dominic Calvert, the downloadable content.
Yeah.
I think so.
So heavily owned as well.
Dimesh is saying Bamford or Watkins this week. Pretty easy Bammy for me. Or Ings. That's a little sneaky one in there. Yeah, you got to go Ings. If you have the money for Ings, just go Ings. Please.
Yeah, why not?
Amen saying earliest I've seen you guys. Yep, we're pretty early today. There you go, John. It's for you.
All right, so Aman, Dylan, how are you, brother? So sell Taylor from Burnley for Dallas or Creswell. So this one here, I don't know. I mean, Burnley is starting to really, you can start to see that she's good. You could potentially see some more clean sheets from Burnley in the coming weeks. I really believe that more clean sheets are coming for Burnley. Obviously, this week they have got. Sorry, man, we've missed this one here.
Oh, Sammy Horner, let's chuck him on.
Sammy Horner, how are you, brother? Hey, man, we're just. We're in the middle of a live stream, but because you're such a legend,
this is one of our patrons.
I thought I'd chuck you on the live stream with us. How you going, mate?
Yeah, man, we live stream. We had to do it a bit earlier today, but You're on live, man. We're up to question time.
Sammy can answer this question if you want. What do you reckon?
Yeah, man, Sammy, I've got a question for you.
I was asking for a review of the Champions League this morning. I thought, why don't I just ask Nick?
I love it.
Can Pulisic play with Werner up front, or looks like they did well this morning?
Oh yeah, mate, had a great game. Yeah, I mean that's it. That's what we're coming to. The new Chelsea normal. Should we call it the Chelsea normal? And that's going to be Pulisic, Ziyech, Havertz, and Werner just destroying up front. It's going to be great to see.
Very good. Your fixtures look good upcoming. So I was thinking about the investment.
Yeah, do it, man. We've got a question for you now, mate. So Armand's asking, should he sell Taylor from Burnley for Dallas or Creswell? What do you think?
I really like Creswell in a couple of weeks. He's been banging in a few chances.
There you go.
I like it. Here we go.
Right.
Should we give Sammy another question?
Oh, yeah, let's do it. So we've got Sammy on the line.
We've got an FPL royalty here.
Yeah, that's it. We've got Sammy, good old Sammy Horns on there. Let's have a look. All right, Booty wants to know if there's any must-haves for his wild card this week. What do you think, Sammy?
He doesn't have any Villa players. Definitely think about Grealish.
Oh, Grealish.
Oh, nice call.
I like Ross Barkley, your ex-Chelsea man.
Yeah, good shout. Good shout. Definitely a good shout.
You wouldn't happen to be a Villa fan, would you?
No, I'm an Arsenal fan.
I respect. No, that's awesome. No, there you go. No bias as well. I like that. I had to ask because I like when there's no biasness. You know what I mean?
Well, that's it.
No, that's awesome.
All right, thanks, Sammy. Well, I'll have to give you a call back, buddy. But thanks for
thanks for
questions on the
being
stream,
on here, man.
Yeah,
Legend.
nice to try it. Yeah, throw myself on the deep end. All right, chat soon, man.
All right, see you.
Legend
Ciao.
Sammy. Ciao.
All right, guys. Well, that was the impromptu.
was
Sammy Horner
awesome.
jumping on the stream there. Give me a call at the right time.
That's crazy. But meanwhile, I was talking about Burnley. I didn't know who they were playing, and Mick's dog Ray here is biting me the whole time. I can't see who they're playing. Anyway, we'll continue. The show goes on. Ray has just woken up. All right, so
Get her up.
she's going for it. Oh yeah, I'll bring her on. So Dimesh is asking what our ranks are. So Mick is 2.5 million, and I'm around about 1.9 million. I think it was. I just had a look before. All right. So Sotiris is saying I was thinking on selling Reece James, but with all the goals that are going around, I do not want to spend a transfer on defender. Ended up keeping him, and he got a nice 8 points. Yeah, well done, man. I mean, Reece James far out. It's here she is. She's up and about. She's probably going to bite my hair. And
This is the one.
yes, I mean,
Who's that little girl calling all the big noise?
oh, she's beautiful, man. But yeah, so if you look with Reece James, keep him if you want. It's one of those things. It's crazy. It's a crazy moment for for Chelsea because there's a bit of rotation, changes formations and stuff like that. So
This has been a crazy live stream.
it's been hectic.
We had phone a friend.
Oh
We
man,
had Raiders.
I was just getting bitten like crazy before. So it was crazy.
Louis is having a laugh. What else is Louis going to say? With Jorginho missing a penalty. Oh, Werner on pens. What do you think, Joe?
Nah, I don't think he is. I honestly still think that Jorginho is on penalties. But I mean, having said that, who knows, man? Who knows? Maybe Werner takes him soon enough.
Alvin is asking, recommend a fifth sub defender. Currently have Jimmy Dunn. Obviously, Kilman's your option.
Killman.
And should I sell Malpay for Werner? Have you got the funds, brother?
Please
Absolutely.
do it. Please do it. I think it's time.
All right. Sotris Juju job
He's
for
gone
you.
nuts. He's gone nuts. So choose. So, guys, what do you think of have the cheapest defense possible? Spend the money on the point providers on the front strategy. Okay, so he's obviously saying cheap defense, strong front. I say maybe. I'm considering doing that as well personally. I'm considering, just doing some crazy things, getting rid of who have I got there? Robertson. But so look, if you want to do it, why not? Then at the end of the day, like if I had have dumped all my Liverpool assets weeks ago, I'd have been fine, So I've had faith and it didn't work out well because a lot of injuries to a lot of certain players. But
I'm considering the same thing. I'm considering even taking a -4 next week, getting rid of Robertson and TAA to fund the KDB move in the middle, so the Grealish can become KDB instead of Pulisic. But I mean, I don't know. I don't want to lose any of my midfield. So it's interesting. It's very interesting times in FPL. But we'll wait and see. I mean, I think a strong front line at the moment is working.
He's working.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely.
All right, mate. Risha asking thoughts on Watkins. Keep or sell for Bamford. Done. Bamford. Bring him in.
Definitely, I'll be looking at Bamford. But I mean, if Antonio's, I don't know, he's injured and he's not injured. If he's not injured, he's good. But yeah, Bamford. I like Bamford.
Rochelle saying he's loving the chill FPL chats. That's what we're all
Respect.
about. Just chilling out.
We just enjoy it. We come on here and we just enjoy ourselves.
Whoa, all right.
And we give some good wisdom as well.
That's it, man. That's it. Thank you for joining us, mate. First time joining, legendary.
Thanks for joining, legend.
Dimesh asking thoughts on Foden.
I think he starts. I think he definitely starts. I
Bill
mean,
Fodes.
they're not kind of rotating. You know what I mean? So I think why not? Why not? And
so hit us up with any more questions before we go. We'll probably stay on. We'll just talk for a little bit longer before we jump off. But before we jump off, let us introduce you to our beautiful sister Tiana.
T, how are you, T?
Joining the stream. Hello.
And Dad as well. How are you guys? Hope you're enjoying the stream.
Dad and our beautiful sister Tiana are watching. Thanks for
nice.
joining, guys. Really appreciate the support.
That's it. Thank you for tuning
You're
in.
enjoying what we're talking about, you know. I mean, they're big FPL fans.
Oh, huge. Yeah, T's team's pretty up there. I think he's top 200,000 in the world.
It's one of those dead teams.
Ghost teams or whatever.
That's it.
No, we love you guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks so much, guys. Thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoyed this stream, guys. It's been a ride. Definitely been a ride. We haven't set our sights yet on a time to live stream yet, but it won't be evening. We could go back to evenings if we do it at your house.
Yeah, that's it.
Just depends on how we're gonna roll it out. But at the moment, it might be in the afternoon Australian time. But I mean, let us know. Give us some feedback. You know, hit us up on Instagram or on Twitter.
Or just put it in the comments below here as well. It's probably the best one.
Yeah, comments on YouTube as well. I always forget about the comments on YouTube.
Yeah, you do.
Sorry about that. Yeah, comments on YouTube as well if you want to let us know about that. Anything else we need to ask our beautiful people?
I'm pretty happy with that. Just enjoy this game week. Enjoy every game week because this game's coming thick and fast. And
good luck in game week 7, guys. Big shout out to Fantasy Football Scout. Check us out on the Scout website. We're always in the Scout Network section of that, doing our thing and getting some little bit of cross promotion going with the Scout. Thank you very much, Scout, for all the love.
That's it. Thank you for tuning in, guys.
Lewis Hughes got a sneak one in there. On the beers, boys. Pubs are open. That's right. Melbourne has been let out of lockdown, so pretty cool. Pretty cool to be let out of our cages. Thank you. Thank you for letting us out.
We've got a couple more questions real quick as well.
Yeah, nice. Couple more.
All right. So Jay is asking, should he transfer Podence out? And I don't know. You have that one there. Go on. What do you think?
Yes.
You reckon? Yeah. I mean, I still think he's good value. Especially, I don't know if I'll do it this week. That's all. Because Crystal Palace, if they concede 1, they concede maybe 3.
Yeah, but Wolves aren't scoring goals, Josh. So
yeah, I know.
I'd
be looking to get rid of him in the coming weeks.
Yeah, I'd be selling him. All right, Dimesh, quick last question. I have this transfer
Actually,
plan.
one more.
Ings and some cheap midfielders for Watkins and Foden. Do I do that?
Maybe. Yeah.
So he's transferring out Ings to bring in Watkins and Foden.
No, I'd keep Ings.
Yeah, I think I'd
Ings is doing
keep
well,
Ings too.
I'll be keeping Ings. So yeah, Sotrish was saying, is Mitro going to be Nitro?
Oh, is Mitro the Nitro?
Or if you've kept him.
I think you meant to say it like that.
Oh, Nitro.
Just read the question again.
Nitro. Is Mitro meant to be Nitro against West Brom? I think he goes nuts.
West Brom.
I think he can go nuts here. This is a championship game, and championship games go crazy.
Sure. Alrighty, Fernando.
By championship,
Mi
I mean
amigo
like
Fernando.
League
Per
One, you know?
favore. Greetings from Mexico. Oh, I didn't even know he was from Mexico. Say hello to the league. Chichas pa la
What a
banda.
legend. I love that. I love your Mexican attempts, but yeah, what a legend. Thanks for tuning in, brother.
Thank you so much, mate. All right, then greetings from London. That's it.
That's
it. I think we're done.
Thanks, guys. Thank you for tuning in.
Give it to me.
I am cooked. That was fun. We had fun,
man. Are we still on? Are we still on air?
I'm still on.
Now, thank you for joining us, guys. Really appreciate everyone that's joined up for the live stream. We will be streaming again next Thursday at an undisclosed time. Hopefully around this time.
Yeah, we'll see how we go.
Yeah, we'll see how we go. We'll let you guys know a bit sooner. We'll put that on Twitter and on Instagram and let you guys know when we're going to stream next. But it's been a good stream. You can always catch the replay. Everyone out there will be catching up on the replay, which is awesome. Thank you so much for watching that as well. But other than that, Jov, that's been us. We are FPL Take the Hit, and we're here for you. We're here for us. We're here for everyone.
We just enjoy.
That's it. We just like to be.
It's all about good times.
Here.
That's it.
Now.
That's it.
Present. Thanks, guys. As we said, FPL Take the Hit. Always remember to stay positive.
Accept the Reds and embrace things green arrows, guys.
You. See you all next time.
Peace.
Wow.